So, folks, there is this channel called Jubilee, and it's terrible. And I'm going to get into why I dislike Jubilee quite a bit. But before that, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, because apparently the algo gods love it, and I must do as they will. That being said, Jubilee put out a new video, and I'm not going to subject you all to it. But like, genuinely, we're getting to the point where it's kind of like, what are you guys doing? Like, I understand that Jubilee like chases like some kind of like content algo golden zone or whatever, but this feels really weird in a way that makes me deeply uncomfortable. They did a Jubilee with basically the premise being one gay guy versus 25 Republicans. And like, that seems really gross just on the surface. Like, what is anyone getting out of that? You know, like, it really just seems like a vehicle to mainstream bigotry by making it seem more widely accepted than it really is. You know, positioning kind of like the fringe viewpoint as like the LGBTQ acceptance viewpoint, and then the mainstream one as like the MAGA main. It seems weird. It seems, dare I say it, like deeply partisan conservative propaganda. Okay. And you know what? I'm not subjecting you to the whole video, but I am subjecting you guys to the 2-minute trailer they put out to be representative of the wider show. And we're going to take a look. And you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I haven't watched this yet. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I will look like a fool by the time this is over and the egg will be on my face. But I don't know that it will. Reminiscent of early to mid 2010s clickbait videos. Yeah, it feels gross and manipulative. Guess we're just doubling up on alerts now.
Donald Trump and Elon Musk are grooming more young Americans than the LGBTQ plus community. Love your shirt.
Hi. Yeah. Okay, so you're saying that Elon Musk and Trump are grooming kids,
Yes.
right? Okay. So you have a unique lifestyle, right? You know, gay, LGBTQ. To keep that lifestyle, we need men in this country to be in the army, right? To defend your right to have your unique lifestyle.
I'm down with that. Yeah, I support some of the military.
We got to stop pushing it on kids.
Pushing what on kids?
The trans stuff, the
okay,
LGBTQ stuff.
Talking about being trans and being queer made someone who is not trans and queer more likely to be trans and queer, that would result in a lot of harm. But it's not happening. What
that
we're
is
seeing,
happening.
It's not happening. Give me evidence.
Well, it's look at California.
Like, the thing is, guys, these people don't have arguments. They don't have arguments. You know? Like, the conservatives here just come here with the argument, it makes me feel icky. And, you know, I know a guy who knows a guy who you know, argued for this. And the issue is, you can quote facts and studies at someone like that until you're blue in the face. They aren't necessarily going to question that preconceived like notion, right? Like, each one of these people, and this is part of the difficulty, right, with de-radicalizing folks, each one of these people has something that radicalized them to the position they're in, and that has a different route for each person, right? And so, like, in order to actually get them to question a lot of this stuff, you need to start with wherever their root is. And so you're not going to make progress with like individuals here, but also like individuals you're talking to on the show, right? Now, the argument for that, against that would be, oh, well, you're making an argument for the audience, except that, like, who is the audience for 25 people picking on a gay person? Who's the audience for that? there are people who are seeking out content like that, who want their preconceived notions to be essentially validated, who are basically there to filter out anything that factual that this person might say and be essentially throw it out into the trash by saying, looks gay, looks gay, opinion disregarded, right? They're the John Doyles of the world, you know? Or at least people who are being radicalized into the John Doyles of the world. And like, the issue here is I just want to know, who is this content for? Right? And I don't know. Like, this seems like algo slop to me. Like slop to feed the algorithm. And I don't know really how to reckon with that. Well, let's just finish the rest.
There are more queer and trans people because queer and trans people feel more comfortable coming out.
And also, to be clear, I don't mean to rag on this guy. I think this guy was given a chance to like use a platform for good, and I think he took the opportunity. And you know what? Props to this person, you know? Like, I appreciate that. But like, I also feel really bad for them because they're being used, you know? They're being used by essentially a corporate channel that is trying to yeah, I mean, like Dylan in YouTube chat says at this point Jubilee might as well do one black guy versus 25 Klansmen. Seems like this is where this road is taking us, and that's kind of right, you know? Like that's honestly 100% correct. And that's why it feels really gross. And it's not because you shouldn't provide arguments against, like, you know, racism or against, you know, bigotry, homophobia, transphobia, etc. But like, you can do it without also giving a platform to 25 other people who are angling for promotions or, like, you know, punditry jobs in the conservosphere, because that's essentially what a lot of these people do. Remember, folks, there was that one guy who was on multiple Jubilee episodes. He was on, we saw him first on the Sam Cedar Jubilee, and then he appeared later on like the anti-vax Jubilee, and he had like an entire website set up and like a YouTube channel to do like debates, and like there's very clearly here a path that a lot of these conservative folks have detected to becoming more high profile by using Jubilee as a platform. And like, there's a part of me where I think that Jubilee is using well-intentioned folks to essentially further the careers and serve as an audition panel for different conservative voices that want to, you know, become larger in like the Christian nationalist sphere, or to talk, you know, to you know, basically go on, not Fox News, like what's off-brand Fox News, One America. There's like another one News Nation. I don't know. You guys know what I mean. Newsmax, yeah. The Garbo channels, yeah. So, yeah, it's. No hate on this guy, but like Jubilee as an entity, OAM, thank you. Jubilee as an entity, I just think is kind of irredeemable garbage at this point, you know? And I'm deeply uncomfortable with where this is headed. This is like, you know, we're heading towards like one trans woman versus a room full of TERFs. And like, they're all J.K. Rowling wannabes.
Less likely that they're going to receive mass amounts of hatred.
There's been a rise and the LGBTQ, the trans.
Because there's more
And that's
information
because
out
the
there.
media
There's
is
more
pushing it.
affirmation
No,
out there.
no.
Because there's more media
The
representation.
media loves to push it.
It is
onto
evidenced
children.
over the last decade that the more queer people are discussed,
Why are we
the
doing
more
drag?
queer people feel
why are
safe.
we doing drag queen
Drag
story
queens are
hour?
fun. Drag queens
Okay,
are
but
fun.
it's not for children.
Why not for children? I would say a drag queen at a story hour is more like a birthday party clown than anything else. They have a fun hair, fun makeup,
It's not
fun
for
shoes,
children.
fun outfit.
It's a
Some drag
striptease.
queens. Okay,
It's a striptease.
okay. Some
See, like, this is what I mean, right? Like, this is what I mean. These people are dumbasses. And they're people who have no idea what a drag queen story hour even is. And so, like, they come on here and they're like, oh, it's a striptease, it's a striptease, it's a striptease. And, like, actual drag queen story hours are, like, you know, drag queens coming dressed up as, like, Cinderella or, like, the Little Mermaid, reading a story to kids and then going home. They aren't taking off their clothes. So, like, but that doesn't matter. Like, the facts here don't matter because there are like 20 million people in this country that think exactly like this guy based on exactly zero evidence outside of, like, out of context, like, videos taken from, like, you know, a drag bar where they are doing stripteases, but it's for adults. You know, like, yeah, I don't know. To me, this feels like mainstreaming bigotry.
Some drag queens are stripteases. If I ordered a birthday clown, if I ordered a birthday clown and Pennywise showed up to my birthday party and started eating my children alive, I would be like, wait, that's the wrong clown. That's the wrong clown. No. Some drag queens perform at nightclubs. Some drag queens read it.
This guy is unaware of the trend of sexy clowns. I'm not into that, but I know for whatever reason, Gen Z seems to be into that.
At bookstores. Some drag queens go do events. Some drag queens go do festivals. There are no reported incidents.
It's not for children.
Hold on, this is important. Queer people, trans people, and drag queens, none of them have any correlation to being more likely to commit a sex crime, to be a groomer, or to do anything pedophilic.
Yeah, also, can we just, like, take a moment to examine the fact that it ends with just, like, one person being like, there's no evidence of any of this, but it ends with the word pedophilic, and the other guy saying that's not true. You know, like, that's the level of discourse here. Like, holy moly. Like, put Jubilee in the garbage. You know, Jubilee, trash. Stop watching it. It's just a hit piece of trans people for GOP clicks. I mean, it's more than just a hit piece on trans people. It's a hit piece on, like, you know, gay and trans people, you know, the entire LGBTQ plus family. So I don't know, like, don't support this. Don't click on those videos. Don't like watch that shit. Because guess what? I just played 2 minutes of it. Okay, I guarantee you, it's that stretched across like 2 hours of your time. You know, go watch a third of, you know, a sixth of Lord of the Rings. You'll get more out of it. Okay. I don't know. Go watch Sinners. I've heard that's good. I haven't seen it, but, like, I've heard it's good. Like, go do literally anything else with your time. Go take a walk. Go take a walk and listen to Law and Chaos Pod. Okay? I've been really enjoying it. Totally unrelated, not affiliated with it in any way. I just really like their legal commentary. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. And we're done with the segment.
Riverboat Jack is going to town. All the viewers gather round. Twitch and YouTube is where she streams. All that content is bursting the seams. Politics, gaming, plenty more. Her sense of fashion you'll adore. So grab your stuff and hop aboard. We're going straight to Jack's Discord.